Welcome to the video on Hexadecimal. You might hear some little noises courtesy of my little lad in the background, so don't worry about those. If he squeals, he's absolutely fine. So, on this video we're going to have a look at converting between hexadecimal and denary. The really simple way to do it is going from hex to denary. That's easy peasy. So, if for example we have the hex number B6, just like this, what we have to do is we have to say B times 16 and then 6 times 1. So we're just taking each digit and multiplying it by its column heading. Of course, B isn't a proper number as we know it, so instead of using B, we're going to take it in along, so it goes 7, 8, 9, A and B. So B would be 11. So I'm going to take the B to one side and I'm just going to put 11 in this box. So what we've got then is 11 times 16. So in my book that makes 176. Here we are, 1, 7 and 6, and then we've got 6 times 1. Well, that's easy, that's 6. We add them together, so we get 2, 8 there, 182. So there's no reason why you can't use a calculator in the exam. So very simply, you just do whatever's in here times its column heading. If it's a letter, then you count up beyond 9. So A is 10, B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, E is 14, and F is 16. You multiply whatever that value is by the column heading and add it up, and it really is that easy. Now, going from denary back to hex is a bit more tricky, and there's several ways you can do it. And the big problem is we're just not that used to counting in 16s. So, for example, if I have, let's say, 213, I've just chosen that number as random. And what I need to do first of all is divide it by 16. So I'm going to quickly get up my start menu and get a calculator out. This really isn't, unless you're mathematically very straightforwardly able, a job for doing in the head. So I'm going to say 213 divided by 16, and we should get, there we are, 13. So I'm going to put in 13 in that box like so. Now, what we'll notice is we get this bit left over. So I'm going to take away the 13. So we've got in here 3, 1, 2, and 5. 13.3125. Let's just double check. Yes, that was correct. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that and I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to put that down in this box here. So I've taken away the 13 and we've just got 3125. I'm going to multiply it back up by 16. So I'm going to take away the 13 and then times 16, and if we've done it right we should get a whole number. So that is equal to 5. Like so. Now here we've got 13 and 5. 5 is very straightforward to put into hex, but 13 isn't. So A is 10, B is 11, C is 12, and so D is 13. And there we are, D5. And we should find, if we come back to our first method up here, just to double check ourselves, because we want to make sure we're right when we're doing the exam, if we do D and 5. So then we've got D times 16, but we know D is 13. So let's put 13 in there. And then down the bottom box, we put 5. Just like that. 13 times 16, I'm going to break out that calculator again. 13 times 16 is 208. So we put over here 2, 0, 8, just like that. And then 5 times 1 is of course 5. Add them up and we get back to our original 213. So that is how to convert between hex and denary, going back and forth. I'm sure other people have other methods, but this is the one that I'm looking at today. So I hope that's clear. Give yourself some practice problems, and if you're in our school, of course, there is the conversions quiz, which you can then understand how to do that by taking that quiz and seeing what you get. Okay, brilliant. See you next time.